Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on group, lecture number 36, in which I will discuss some mixed problems on order of elements, commutative and cyclic groups. Now we solve a problem. Problem is prove that every group of order less than 6 is commutative. We shall prove this. Case 1. Let G be a group whose order is 1. Since the order is 1, that means this group contains a single element. That means group contains a single element, that is identity element. Here e to the power 1 equal to e, identity element, implies that order of E equal to 1. Therefore, from 1 and 2 we get that order of element E equal to order of G. When order of an element is equal to order of the group, then group is said to be cyclic group. Therefore, G is cyclic. And we know that every cyclic group is a commutative group. Therefore, G is commutative. Now, case 2. Let order of G equal to 2, and 2 is a prime number. Since we know that every group whose order is a prime number, that group is a cyclic group. Therefore, G is cyclic, and every cyclic group is a commutative group. Therefore, G is commutative. Case 3. Let order of G equal to 3. Similar to case 2, here 3 is a prime number. We know that every group whose order is a prime number, that group is a cyclic group. And also we know that every cyclic group is commutative. Therefore, the group G is commutative. Case 4. Let order of G equal to 4. Means G contains 4 number of elements. We know that order of element of the group divides order of the group. Therefore, order of the elements may be 1, 2 or 4. Let A belongs to G such that order of A equal to 4. Therefore, order of element A equal to order of the group G. When order of an element of a group is equal to order of the group, then group is said to be a cyclic group. Therefore, G is a cyclic group, and we know that every cyclic group is commutative. Therefore, G is commutative. Now let this group G does not contain an element of order 4. That means no element of group G is of order 4. Here the group contains at least one element, that is identity element of order 1, and therefore remaining elements will be of order 2, since no element is of order 4. Let B belongs to group G such that order of B equal to 2, implies that B is square equal to identity element, implies that B operation B equal to identity element. Therefore, B is the inverse of B. B equal to B inverse. Let C belongs to G. Therefore, C will be also of order 2. Implies that C equal to C inverse. Since B belongs to G and C belongs to G, implies that B operation C belongs to group G by closure property, and order of this will be also 2. Therefore, B operation C equal to B operation C inverse, similar to here. Order of B is 2, then B equal to B inverse. Therefore, order of B operation C equal to 2, then B operation C equal to B operation C whole inverse. This equal to C inverse operation B inverse. C inverse equal to C and B inverse equal to B. Therefore, B operation C equal to C operation B. Hence, G is commutative. Case 5. Let order of the group is 5 and 5 is a prime number. Therefore, order of group is a prime number. We know that every group whose order is a prime number, that group is a cyclic group. And also we know that every cyclic group is a commutative group. Therefore, G is a commutative group. Therefore, in each cases, for the order of group 1, order of group 2, order of group 3, order of group 4 and order of the group 5, we get that the group G is a commutative group. Hence, a group whose order is less than 6 is a commutative group. Now we solve the next problem. Prove that a non-commutative group of order 2n, where n is an odd prime, must have a subgroup of order n, given that G be a non-commutative such that order of G equal to 2n, where n is an odd prime. N is odd prime number. Since group is of order 2n, we know that order of elements of the group divides order of the group. Therefore, the group G contains elements of order 1 or 2 or n or 2n. 1 divides 2n, 2 divides 2n, n divides 2n and 2n divides 2n. If at least one element of G, that is A, belongs to G such that order of A equal to 2n, then order of element A equal to order of group G. When order of an element is equal to order of the group, then that group is a cyclic group, and in this case G will be a cyclic group. And we know that every cyclic group is abelian, therefore G will be a commutative group. But given that G is a non-commutative group, therefore A does not belongs to G, whose order is 2n. Therefore, the group contains elements whose order may be 1, 2 or n. Since the group contains identity element and order of the identity element is 1, except identity element, we may not get any element of order 1. Let each element of the group is of order 2. Let B belongs to G such that order of B equal to 2. B be any element of G. This means B square equal to identity element implies that B operation B equal to identity element. That means B is the inverse of B. Similarly, C belongs to G such that order of C equal to 2, and similar to this case, C equal to C inverse. Since C belong to G implies that by closure property B operation C belong to G, and since we have assumed that each element of the group G contains elements of order 2 except identity element. Therefore, order of B operation C will be 2. And similar to this case, B operation C equal to B operation C inverse equal to C inverse operation B inverse. C inverse equal to C. B inverse equal to B. Therefore, B operation C equal to C operation B. That is, the group is commutative. But it is given that the group is non-commutative. Therefore, every element of the group will not be of order 2. Therefore, there must be an element whose order is n. Let D be an element of G such that order of D is n. And n is an odd prime number. We may frame a cyclic group generated by D. That cyclic group is this generated by D. And the cyclic group will be of order n. The cyclic group is a subgroup of G. Therefore, the group G contains a subgroup of order n. Proved. Now we solve a problem. Problem is prove that every proper subgroup of a group of order 6 is cyclic. Given that G be a group whose order is 6, let H be a subgroup of G. By Lagrange's theorem, we know that order of a subgroup divides order of a group. Therefore, order of H divides order of group G, implies that order of H divides 6. Therefore, order of H may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 6. Here, given that every proper subgroup of a group, therefore, for H to be a proper subgroup, we take only 3 numbers, 1 or 2 or 3, not 6. Let order of H equal to 1 implies that H contains only single element, that is identity element, and this is a cyclic group. If order of H is 2, 2 is a prime number. We know that every group whose order is prime, then that group is a cyclic group. Therefore, H is a cyclic subgroup. Again, let order of H equal to 3, and this is also a prime number. We know that every group whose order is a prime number, then that group is a cyclic group. Therefore, H is a cyclic subgroup of G. Hence, we get that every proper subgroup of a group of order 6 is cyclic. Proved. Now we solve the next problem. By using Lagrange's theorem, prove that a finite group cannot be expressed as the union of two of its proper subgroups. Let G be a finite group such that order of G equal to n. Let H and K be two proper subgroups of G such that H union K equal to G. Since H and K are proper subgroups of G, therefore order of H less than order of G and order of K less than order of G. Since H union K equal to group G and E be the common element of H intersect K, therefore at least one of the subgroups H or K must have order greater than half of the order of group G. Let order of H equal to M such that M is greater than n by 2 and less than n, since H be a proper subgroup. So M is less than n. This n is order of the group and M is order of the subgroup H. Here we see that M is greater than n by 2. Therefore, M does not divide n. That means order of H does not divide order of G. But in Lagrange's theorem, the order of every subgroup divides order of the group. Therefore, we get contradiction. That is our assumption that H and K are proper subgroups and their union is group G is wrong. This is wrong. Therefore, a finite group cannot be expressed as union of two of its proper subgroups. Proved. Now, I will give you details of my lecture notes. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.